guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be transforming myself into a 1950s girl. I took a break from this series in October to do spooky videos, but now that we're to November, I thought I'd bring it back. For Christmas time, I don't know if I'll take a break again. I haven't decided what I'm going to be doing for videos that far ahead yet, so this might be taking another break in December, or we'll continue going throughout. We're nearing the end, as I only have outfits up to 1910, I believe. So we won't be going much farther in this series until I get more outfits. So let's get into becoming a girl from the 1950s. There are two classic shapes when it comes to dresses from the 1950s. The most popular style today is the swing dress. The other look was a very formal, close-fitting sheath dress. During this time, women had to stay at home, and so they would have a house dress that they would wear while they were at the house. At home, women set about the day cooking, cleaning, taking care of the children. Her housewife skirt was a full-skirted swing dress in simple cotton solids, small prints, checks, plaid. Stereotypical housewife dress. They usually had short to 3/4 length sleeves, large pockets, a collar, and thin matching fabric belt. A light petticoat was worn underneath the skirt to make it more full. Leaving the house, women could continue to wear their house dress but add a few more accessories. They loved to match accessories, so a beret and gloves, both the same color, to match together, or a scarf combo with a hat, or all three. When it came to the going out dress, this could either be a sheath dress or a swing dress. Fabrics were heavier cotton, wool, tweed, rayon, suiting, corduroy, you name it. They were more trimmed than house dresses, with contrasting collars, buttons, belts, smaller pockets, dramatic collars, large bows, full pleats, and small pin tucks. In summer, both the house dress and the going out dress became a lot more fun. Polka dots, border prints, sleeveless dresses brought women back to the joys of their childhood. Women looked like little girls in big dresses. Specific trends included capri pants. Yes, women did wear pants. Very rare, but they did wear high-waisted capri pants. Saddle shoes, height of fashion at the time, even though they're quite ugly, I still want a pair. Headscarves, beautiful. Bullet bras, so you could poke someone's eye out. And matching accessories, as I mentioned before. So they'd had like a scarf, gloves, and hat that all matched in the same color, which is fire, and I really need to get that because that sounds great. Starting at the feet, I don't have any 50s style shoes, sadly. I hope to get style shoes in the future, but for now we're just going to go shoeless. Legs, you could wear stockings, which is normally what you would wear, but I don't have any of those either, so we're going bare-legged and being saucy. 1950s style swing dress. It is not actually vintage, it's more just reproduction or just made to look older. It does have a built-in petticoat underneath it, so if you wanted a fuller skirt, you would have to get a petticoat. I also, because this dress is thin strapped, which back then they would not wear, I put a sweater over top, because they would wear a lot of sweaters. You should see the dresses, there's a lot of sweaters. And for accessories, I put on some pearl earrings and a pearl necklace. They're not the exact same color, but they're the closest thing I had. They're all vintage jewelry. The earrings are a little bigger than what the normal girl would wear, but they're the only pearl earrings I had. I would get matching accessories, but I don't have any matching accessories. The only cute vintagey gloves I have are brown, and the only cute vintagey hat I have that would fit with this outfit is red, so it doesn't really work that well. But, once I get a matching set, we'll add to the fit. But for now, this is what we have. 1950s hairstyles for women complemented the new look fashion set in 1947 with hair that was shorter, looser, and required less work than the previous decades of waves, pin curls, and victory rolls. Women still flocked to the beauty salons for weekly styling, but now the very popular short 1950s, hairstyles were quicker to cut and style, giving many women chance to do it at their house. However, shorter styles required more frequent trimming, so they were pretty much at the salon as much as they were back before this. Women's 1950s hair came in short, medium, and long styles, matching the personality of the wearer. Short for the typical housewife, medium for the young, and long for Hollywood pinups. Each cut was as unique as the person who wore it. It was cut and shaped to their face, so each hairstyle was their own. The most common types of haircuts were the poodle cut, the Italian cut, soft bob, cube cut, pixie cut, page boy, horsetail, and bouffant. For the 50s, I'm going to be putting my hair in a horsetail, which is pretty much a ponytail that we call it today. But girls back then wouldn't just wear a ponytail. Some did. They mostly had ribbons in their hair. And lucky for me, I have something that I can use for that. So my mom got this thing at, I think, Dollar Tree. It's just a scrunchie with like a ribbon attached to it. But when you tie it up, you can only really see the ribbon. And so it's perfect for 1950s. Does it match the dress? No, but it's the only one I own, so we're going with it. I wear this a lot, by the way. If you follow my TikTok, you have seen this hair, this ribbon before, because I love to wear it. It makes me feel cute. Perfect. If you don't have one of these, because not everyone has one, you could just tie your hair with a normal elastic and then put a ribbon over top of it with a little bow, which is always cute as well, but it's more likely to loosen up that way. This is tied to the scrunchie, so as long as the scrunchie stays in place, the bow will stay in place. Eyebrows were arched, with brow pencil being used to fill in and define the shape. Furthermore, the ends of the brows could also be extended with the pencil. The fashionable 1950s brow consisted of a strong arch and a decent thickness that tapered out at the ends. The thickness varied from medium to very thick. When it came to eyeliner, it was a black line along the upper lash line with a little outward flick and was fashionable in the 50s throughout the decade. The doe-eyed look started in the late 40s and continued into the early 50s, which saw eyeliner used on the upper and lower lash lines. By the mid-50s, it turned more into a cat eye look with its outward flick on the upper lash line. When it came to eyeshadow, it was very bare. Eyeshadow came in an array of matte colors, including shades of gray, brown, blue, green, and violet. Application was quite minimal and generally done with your pinky finger. You just like, done. When it came to foundation, foundation was always worn to match your skin color. You didn't want to look tan. You just kind of wanted to look like your color. But, you know, like you were painted. Lips were a strong element of 1950s makeup, with red shade being the predominant lipstick color, but they also had, you know, orange-based reds like pinks and corals and oranges and just like red shades, but red was the color. Mascara was used, but not by many. Block mascara was still used and needed activating with a little warm water. So it was like a block, and you just like, it's kind of like a paint. You just paint it on. However, most women would simply spit onto the block, which is kind of gross if you think about it. You're putting spit on your eyelashes, but whatever. Mascara came in two colors, brown and black, eventually getting, you know, prettier colors like navy blue, emerald green, gray, pistachio, and violet. Rouge, which was an early blush, is also like a little paint thing. It was like a little container that you would rub on. It was used very sparingly and was not a prominent feature of the 1950s makeup. It came in colors of soft pinks and reds and corals. It was to warm up the face, but they weren't like going ham on it. It was just kind of like a little here and there. Alright, here's the finished makeup look. What I started with was my eyebrows. You can fill your eyebrows in any way you normally do. I have this special kit that helps me, and I'm not the greatest at it. They're not twins, they're sisters. But I did my best to try and make them look similar. I don't fill in my eyebrows very often, so it looks a little wonky. Then I went to eyes. I did eyeshadow. I could have used a brush because, well, we use brushes now, but I wanted to make it more authentic, so I used my pinky finger. Didn't come onto my eyelid as good as a brush would have done it, but, you know, authenticity. Then for eyeliner, you could use a normal eyeliner, like a normal person, but eyeliner, I suck at it, and I always screw it up, and eyeshadow washes off really easy, so I just do my eyeliner and eyeshadow, which is not the way you're supposed to do it, but it's the way I do it, so it works. I also put on mascara. I did not film that, but I did put on mascara and didn't poke my eye out this time, which is great. For lips, I used a reddish color. It's not bright red, it's more a pinky red. It's more like a purpley red, I'd say. But it's the darkest red that I have. But hopefully I'll be getting, you know, stereotypical cherry red soon. So this is the finished look. Looking fabulous. If you have blue eyeshadow, you can literally do any decade from the 50s onward. So far, all of them have had popular color of blue. Usually icy blue, different shades of blue. I went a little darker than icy, but still a light blue. And red lipstick. You got red lipstick and light blue eyeshadow, you can do most decades with just that. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did transform into a 1950s girl with me, I'd love to see pictures. My Instagram is linked below. You could totally message me, and I will adore it. Let me tell you, adore it. I also have a Patreon. I've never mentioned it on this channel, but it is in the description below if you'd like to follow me on there and support the content I make. It'll help with cosplays, with buying vintage gear, and for other types of things when it comes to video making and the content I make in general. I also have a P.O. box that I opened last week, which is also in the description, so if you'd like to send me something, I know I'm not famous, and you don't have to send me anything, but if you're like, I want to send her fan art, you totally should, because if I get enough of it, I'll be making a YouTube video where I share it. I'll also be sharing it on my Instagram story, and if I get enough fan art, it's going to hang up on my wall, because I have a very blank space next to my Twilight poster. Sadly, I have one, and I could put all the fan art there if, you know, anyone wants to send me any. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you on Thursday with another True Crime Thursday, and Monday with whatever I decide to post. See you later. Mwah.